We are live, ladies and gentlemen. It is 8th of May. We're working hard to get eluukkanen, to get music, get stuff out there, and here we are on this day in front of you over here. Hopefully you have been enjoying today. It's Friday. Friday is a special day because in normal circumstances people have free time in Friday. They get their weekends and enjoy life, and some say Friday is the most legendary day that there can be. Some say. So I choose to believe it, and I choose to do so as well. Because after all, Friday is a day when eluukkanen is going to stream music creation here with you. Isn't that right? That is right indeed, as the chat even said. Yay! So you can chat down there. We can make a music. We're going to be making a spring song, springtime for us, and see how it goes. That is today's goal. We shall see how it works out, alright? Because, of course, spring, and some could say, hey, we actually don't have spring, we have summer. But, of course, depending on the place where you go, that is the thing. That is the very thing. We shall see, of course, how this whole thing turns out to be. But now, what I will be doing is beginning our stream today. We're going to be making a very quick composition, spring composition, very simple one, yet a very lovely one at that. That is the plan, that is the goal, that is our destiny. Indeed, hopefully you enjoy, and we shall get this stuff here done. So before we start, I will be putting some information, but once that is done, we will begin. Of course, I'm going to be talking about the composition. The composition is going to be very simple. Sort of, butterfly, as you can see at the picture over there. Butterfly, butterfly. And essentially, a very lovely composition about spring and summer and these sort of times. So kind of like a gentle composition, because of course gentleness and such is, I want to do some compositions like that. I haven't been doing that in a while, and at the same time this is going to be submitted for one eluukkanen challenge we're going to be working on, so that is also an agenda over here. But now let us put some information here. Live composing, stream composing, spring music, composing music, composer, music stream. All these words have to be put over here. Indeed so that is what we're doing. And also I want to thank people that have been supporting me recently, especially of course, liking and watching the video, sharing this video. If you are watching this video, I recommend liking it and sharing it, because of course that is going to be a huge thing. If you want to really support your favorite people, like, you can actually be worth, like, if you want to, like, let's say, help people that make stuff you like, sharing is a big thing, and you don't even know about it, but I tell you, it is a huge thing. And I would, of course, appreciate if you want to do that sort of thing here. But more importantly, it's great to very much support people you like. I personally, of course, check a lot of people, watch a lot of people, and it's good to like their work, comment to their work, and if you're even more generous, sharing that in your social medias. It's like a lottery, I tell you. That's what they say. That's why so many YouTubers of your favorite types, they always say like and that sort of for the video and that sort of fashion. That's what they do, because that's a thing. I personally do it in a sense that, realistically, I've been streaming every day, and any kind of help is very much appreciated if you are into that sort of thing. But I would also thank my Patreons in Patreon/eluukkanen for supporting me and making my life easier. Ben Rittman, Michael Nisler, and Petteri Rantala, thank you for your service. Thank you for your help. You are extremely helpful when it comes to putting this stuff out there. I don't need to stress too much on it, I tell you. Of course, if you want to help out this poor little composer from Finland, that is also appreciated. But of course, I know it's financially very hard times. But we're going to be working on music. We can see how it goes, and hopefully something that will go well. Let us see. Let me just starting working on some music today with ya. Here we go. Let's put that there in. And I think we are ready to start. I'm not going to be sharing this stream too much around. I will be actually testing out how much reach will it have without me doing that. We shall see. We shall see how that goes. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. Who knows? Who knows? Now, let me put some music from the background off. Yeah, that's what I do here. Let me put that over this side of things. And I think, yep, let us begin the work. Hopefully you enjoy some composing here on this Friday. I will be just starting the work right away. I'm a bit tired, as you can see, so perhaps I'm not that lively as I usually should. Hopefully you understand. Hopefully that's not a big issue. But of course, we are not going to let that stop us. Of course not. Today, actually, I'm very interested on future times because eluukkanen is growing. We are having some projects going on. One of them is this sort of like children's book sort of fashion. Yes, children's book. Now let us put some harp things going on. Do 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 do, and then something like that. Something like that. Just a simple note putting over here. Hopefully you enjoy. Very simplistic, but that's what we do. Streaming every day takes its toll, and very much, of course, we're going to be doing stuff sometimes that is harsh. This time we're going to be doing something that is easy. So let me just do and then and of course we're going to be putting kind of a brief over here. The thing is, composing is kind of lovely sort of hobby, you could say. You're able to enjoy your time just by putting notes there, kind of seeing what happens. It's kind of like a testing ground, indeed. Let's see how this goes. Let me see how this goes. So the thing is, I'm doing this sort of spring composition. I want to have the gentleness in there, but also this kind of lovely feel at the same time. Sort of like that. Who knows? Let's see. Then we could have like a sort of like a long note and then the same thing again. Kind of like that. We could do that. Let's see how that works. Thing is, simple song for a simple day. It's Friday. I'm feeling a bit bad. I'm being wake up too much, I suppose, working too much. I need to be having a lovely restful day today, but of course we're going to be streaming. That's the thing. That's what eluukkanen always does. That's what we do. I have to do this. I have to do this right. So it's like do 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 sort of like this. Here we go. And then like that, and then again. I like that. Okay. Okay. There's a pattern now with the guitar over here. Indeed, we are getting stuff done and put over here for a lovely little composition sort of fashion. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Gonna be putting it a little with a lower tempo, as we do. Yesterday I was actually in a practicing range. It was an interesting sort of fashion. I like that sort of fashion. In Finland we have open army, in a sense that everybody has to go to army, you know, kind of a forced, you know, sense. And I kind of like it. It makes people kind of see reality much more. You know, they have those experiences. I think those are healthy ones. I actually want to do that sort of fashion. I think that's actually an more interesting sort of pattern we got over here. So let's copy that one. Here we go, here we go, here we go, and here we go. And let's continue. I think I'm going to actually put this one in here instead of nothing else, because yeah, then this could be this sort of like a lovely traveling tune sort of fashion. We shall see. That's the plan, at least. And then let's have a flute over here. Some kind of a woodwind at least. We could have a recorder. We could have a recorder. It could actually bring some useful, lovely element to this spring song over here. Indeed. The recorder. Let's see how that one sounds. Sebek, how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to eluukkanen stream. We are doing here a spring song. Springtime for Hitler and Germany. And then it kind of goes forward. Yeah, of course it's kind of summer already in many places, but in Finland it's still kind of spring. Yeah, I still have snow outside over there, so yeah. Kind of selfish to do a spring composition, I suppose, because of that, but still. How are you doing, Zapek, today, on this day, and that is called Friday? Friday, indeed.
Zebek. Goof. Zebek. Good asterisk.
Ah, what is oof? Goof. That is like some sort of like a Disney character or something. A goof. Goofy, yeah. Yeah. Never been really fan of Goofy. If you have to think about Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse, and Goofy, I always kind of had a sympathy towards Donald Duck more than Goofy to me. But hey, goat is good. Good is good. How exactly are you going to have your rest of Friday? I have a plan to just rest today and do absolutely nothing unless I have an interest to. I've been just working like a bulldozer just a few days, and it's kind of a hard stuff. Actually, what is bulldozer? God, my English vocabulary, I've just heard that word. I'm actually going to be checking that. Yeah, this is what you have to do. You have to say a word and then actually know about it. Yeah, that's what people say. Let me check the bulldozer. Well, actually it works. Bulldozer, puskutrak. Yeah, actually it works. Working like a bulldozer. I'm going to be actually using that now because it works. And then there's kind of gap ending. So let's see. What are your thoughts on this sort of? We are very early still in the composition, I tell you. Very early. So it's kind of like, and then we have like this sort of feel. We actually save because we have had some time saving errors, if you remember, some nasty ones even. So let me save right away. Springfield. That's the song's name. Spring is a lovely time. I just saw birds flying by, many, and even some kind of stupid birds, thinking that if they just lie on the ground for hours, nobody really any creature doesn't eat them or something. I don't know what was that, but perhaps they were just so exhausted by the flying. I don't know. Something weird was going on with that. Now let me actually put here a few things, just like. By the way, is there in the Poland like a mandatory army? Do people have to go to army when they are like grown up or something like that? In Finland we do have that. I was just thinking because of course Poland has its difficult position. I don't know, but perhaps it does. Who knows? I have no idea. Oh yeah. Actually, I'm going to be not doing it like that. It's just like sort of like that. What do you think of the feel we have over here? Kind of lovely feeling, I suppose. Let me put on here a bass guitar. I like kind of bass guitar. It kind of does the job when needed. Indeed. Let me actually put it over here. It's in singing voice. We don't need singing bass. We need a bass guitar, ladies and gentlemen. Bass is a lovely thing. You just put it there. Oh yeah, it works. It just works. So that's what we're going to be putting. Instead of that sort of fashion over here, we shall see, does it actually work? Actually, there's one lovely thing in there, but I think I'm going to be doing, and then it's going to be the long note, and then this is a long note as well. I think it creates the feeling in there. Yeah, here we go. Now we need strings. To create the feel in the background. And no MIDI strings here. MIDI strings are not welcome here. I suppose we're going to be putting like this. And then it's kind of like this. And then I'm going to be putting another note over here. Like this. And another note. kind of like that. Let's see how does that sound over here. We have guitars, basses, all this stuff. I think I'm going to be actually changing this a little bit. It can potentially work, and I kind of like it. It kind of has this village feel on it, which I personally am a huge fan, because of course I currently live in a village. Village is a lovely place. You know the people. Big cities, you know, some people like it. I personally hate them because they are superficial places. You can of course get pizza all day, but still, nowadays when restaurants are closed,
Jellyduck 100.
you really cannot.
Hi there, Elias.
Jellyduck, how are you doing? Good to see you. We have Jellyduck over here. It's a musician PA person, yes. I think that's the right way to say. How are you doing today? We are working on a little composition over here, which is a spring composition, indeed. Spring is it. There's some
Jellyduck
nasty
100.
things with this. I need to still work on this.
Doy well, just dropped my new video.
Good. Good to really, good to get it around, share it around, and get it to people's faces so they can see it. Yes, indeed. What's your current video about, may I ask? Because that's what you have to do nowadays. You cannot rely on the subscription anymore. Who really cares about those subscription numbers anymore? Nobody. So it's like, let's put this long one, and then actually, problem over here is this. This is kind of a problem. Okay, let me know what are your thoughts on the song. I don't know. It has some good elements, but they are not working together yet, I think. So like we have this sort of like arpeggio thing which we're going to be using over here. But yes, I'm interested to start new projects very soon, especially there's this children's book project I'm interested to begin with.
Jellyduck 100.
When going forward.
That's lovely instruments.
Very lovely sounding indeed. It's sort of like a lovely feel on it, yeah. Let's actually, but I haven't. Yeah, thank you for saying that. But I'm not really sure yet on where this goes. But you know that kind of works for every single eluukkanen composition there is, I suppose. So doesn't really nothing change, eh? Yeah. Okay, now I know what I'm going to be doing. So it's kind of a do-do, and this is going to be here like do-do, sort of fashion. It's still, of course, under work, and I don't really know the feeling yet. Is not the right one I want personally here, but we shall see about that. We have the guitar doing stuff good, which is good. Then we have others that try, but not are fully realized. Actually, I'm going to be doing this like this. Like, I've been thinking, there's some good parts, need to be just combining them right and then get the whole song going forward. I want this sort of village aspect to it. Kind of village rising. there's a problem of it. There's kind of a dissonance sort of fashion. I don't know. I'm gonna be checking it out. Gonna be checking it out, making it as good as possible. Thanks for being here and seeing it how it goes. Of course, you never know how it will work out in the end until you actually try it out. There's a problem. One of them is, of course, so we have this sort of. And then. And this again. Let's see how it goes. One thing, I'm going to be listening each instrument individually and see how they work, how they go. Kind of a small stream, but I kind of like sometimes to make some kind of a relaxing stuff. Streaming is hard. I know anyone who's watching it. Streaming is hard. You know that if you do streaming yourself. It's a difficult process to do sometimes. Okay, we have a problem on our hands. Not good at all. And then we should go like and then actually let's go a little bit down. And we're gonna be doing like this. Let us see how it works. Let's go bam 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 bam. Like this. Like this. Alright, we got some stuff over here and seeing. Like we have this sort of village lovely feel, which I think is kind of nice. But we shall see where it goes. If you have any suggestions, let me know. Let's go to the violins and put that in. Like that, I like it. I like it how it moves. Let's see with the violin in other places. How does the track make it feel? Sort of like that. We shall see. Now we're going to be adding some atmospheric instruments which are going to be making the sort of the lovely spring vibe action, and one of them of course is going to be English horn and bass and harmonica. Basson and harmonica. These ones are going to do it. Let us see how they do it. So we go to the beginning. The beginnings do their stuff well, I suppose. going to be taking this one into the bassoon part, like this, and we shall see how does it sound. Let's make these ones longer, like this. Like this, here we go. So it's actually, it's like a very basic tempo. And then we're going to be putting like a da, da, da. Here we go. It might be a terrible, but we shall see. We shall see how that goes. And actually, I'm going to be putting this one into here. I'm going to be making it like kind of like this. And of course, we're going to repeat that, and let's see how it goes. One thing I want to make a little bit stronger is the violin side of things. It's not that strong, but we're going to be making it. Also, bassoon and English horn.
Aiko C.
Aiko!
Hello Elias.
Good to see you.
I just came to say hello before having lunch in a couple of minutes.
I'm going to also go.
Thank you for your feedback about my witch and pumpkin painting face throwing a kiss X.
No worries, no worries. Pleasure to have you here. Working our composition, very small one. Hello, I got, yeah, of course, your Witchkin pumpkin. I like the kind of the French color it got. Yeah, very, very lovely, very, very lovely. Lovely feeling there. And of course, then we're going to be having here. Yeah, that way I'm going to be working on some music composition, and no worries. I'm also going to make this a very quick one, so yeah, pleasure to have you comment and say hello. That's a big thing. I have an idea. So yeah, feeling is very important with the song. We're doing some spring feelings, and yeah. Of course, some places like France must be a very lovely already, and no really spring feeling. You could say, you know, summer is very close. But still. And like that. But now, let's see how it sounds. Actually gotta be changing the last note. So. Something like that. Who knows? We shall see how that works. Actually, gonna be and then it later does it. Yeah, I think that's better. I think it's much better than later, does it? Rather better later than never.
Aiko C. That is funny because basically, my witch was supposed to have blue and pink hair. But it turned out bow to red. I thought why not? If you know the quantity of flowers I have here.
Well, of course, it's that is how it turned up. Sometimes artistic things, you know, they just kind of are inspired and they just, you know, become reality in that sort of interesting way. So very much lovely thing. Good to do something like different with the work you do. Actually, let me put it a little bit longer. Yeah, let me put it a little bit longer. Yeah. We are. It must be a very much big summer already there. Kind of feel. Yeah, it's all kind of spring. Is it really spring? I don't really know. I cannot really say. Who knows? We have still snow outside. I tell you. Kind of like that, who knows. It has still problems, but of course we are going forward with our work and seeing how it works. Kind of like this sort of lovely feel on it. And then we add this part to here. And then we copy these ones from here. Then we copy these ones from here. We put them to English horn. So, oh no, actually I cannot do that. I just noticed. Here we go, like this. This works. I'm very much focusing on the song currently, making it together. And then doon, sort of like trash. And the same with the bass guitar. And the whole thing repeats again. That's the thing. That is the thing. And we're going to be adding drums to it. That is our lovely song. That is how we do it. That is our plan. Let's see how it goes. Does it feel like France? I don't know. What sort of France music? Of course, they have many different France styles. I suppose it's more this sort of like Zelda village or something that we're currently doing. I don't know. I've just played one Zelda game, so how do I? And then we're going to have drum section over here. Drum Runner Island. Yeah, sorry for being a little bit inactive today with the speaking and such and being entertaining in the stream. I don't know. Today is has been a hard day for me personally. I should be more like this, active and something much more entertaining. I tell you, I should be, but I have to tell you, it's I've kind of slept a little. I suppose it's kind of hard for any kind of entertainers. I suppose it must be a nightmare for entertainers that have to do shows daily and such. Man, I don't really. I've no really. Actually, I have to be very sad for them. Feel for them. Yeah. Let's add here some feel things. Of course, I want to do daily stuff, and I suppose it's interesting to look at some process as we do. And ding, ding, sort of that sort of fashion. The music, here we go. Now we got the rhythm. Let's just copy it. Here we go. This is our lovely little composition overall. And then we got people ting, 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 and then it ends, and then it repeats. Here we go. The thing I'm going to be also adding here from the very beginning is bass guitar, of course. Let's put it over here. Sort of like that. Here we go. Kind of a lovely composition. I don't know what sort of we feel it gives. We shall listen now. Actually, one thing I would actually could do just to make it different, not directly same. I could just change it like this and put it alternative thing. Yeah, today has been a quiet day for me, but still we are doing some process over here and making some music. That's what we always do on Fridays. Tradition. I don't know how many people are interested to check out some random dude composing online, but still, I want to continue very much this whole thing because I personally like doing compositions. That's what I do. So let's do it. One thing I'm going to be changing over here is, let's add this one off and see how it sounds without the strings attached. we go. We got a piece. Feel the spring. That's what we got. A very quickly composing session. We just used 35 minutes to make it. I don't know. It must not really be a world record on any means. But I think a quick song, easy one song to do. And I think that is the end for today's stream session. Small session, very brief one, but still a lovely one at that. Thanks for being part of this, and I hope you enjoyed the process of making a composition here live with eluukkanen. We are going to be doing another one in next Friday, in the